Alright, what's up everyone, Duquesne23 here, and this is just a video where I was live streaming on Twitch, and Ackman and Favyn were also joining me and talking and everything and playing, and we were having a lot of fun on MCC, and so we just started talking about Reach and some Halo 5 things, and so I figured just go ahead and just make this its own little separate video, and I hope y'all enjoy, guys, and go ahead and leave a comment on what y'all think about the topics we discuss in the video, and be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and remember guys, it's Forge a New Halo.
Like
Also, this is another thing that I want to ask Eggman and stuff. One other thing, like, you know, people say, you know, like stuff like having sprint and things like that, break maps. So how is Reach's sprint, jetpacks, and things like that, how does that not break maps? Because jetpack basically breaks any type of, you know, teamwork of running through like the typical Halo stuff, because you could just fly up anywhere.
See, this is exactly what frustrates me about Actman, is he'll say all these things and then Reach
What?
so many horrible things wrong about it, and he'll just be like, no, Reach is perfect. I'm like, oh god, Actman, please.
I don't say it's perfect. It works. It works in the context of Reach itself.
Well, then how can you? Well, then yeah, but by saying that excuse, like saying it works in the context of Reach itself, then why doesn't Halo 5's, you know, like mechanics work in Halo 5 itself? Like strictly just Halo 5.
It does work in Halo 5 itself.
Yeah, they do.
So then why don't you like Halo 5's mechanics?
Take Halo 5's mechanics and put old Halo maps in there and have them work. That's not going to work.
It does work. Play the Halo 1 anniversary playlist.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
No, I think the Halo 1 anniversary playlist is pretty fun.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
No, I think it works.
Well, the thing is that
I think every time, playlist, but
and remember, those are all Forge maps though.
Yeah,
like those are just people just redoing stuff.
Like, here's the thing, it's new now, and everyone's like, I told people this was gonna happen. I made a video about classic playlists. Like, they'll make it, they won't be optimized, but people are gonna like them at first, and then a couple weeks later, no one's gonna care.
A couple of weeks later, it won't be there.
In that initial honeymoon phase. Oh, that's true enough.
I've played 200 games in that playlist so far, and I love every bit of it.
Yeah, well,
I've actually played the most I've ever played a Halo 5 matchmaking in that playlist.
Oh wow, I lost to that guy. I feel so. Oh, Dabber, no Dabber.
Oh, but with the
and
the
also
movement,
another thing is that
in
CE
Reach,
maps are just some of the most simplistic geometry-wise. Like, for instance,
They
you
also
take
got
the
the
pit,
best names,
it's really
dude.
simple. It
Oh,
works pretty
shit.
well in just about any game, just because of its simplicity.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how Halo 1 is. A lot of Halo 1 maps were
See-
made in, honestly, like 5 seconds.
Oh, I died so fast.
Even Hardy LaBelle, like the people who made most of those maps, they're like, yeah, these were just kind of whipped up. Like, I was just kind of trying to figure out how to use the tools, and I put together.
What are you
this
doing?
map,
Why are you
and
getting
it's not
out?
Very good, but hey.
But hey,
I thought I threw a grenade. Oh my god, I feel so bad.
Well,
Oh yeah.
saw that one
so
coming.
like with Reach, the whole armor ability thing, it's basically you choose an advantage. You know, everyone has a card. You know, they have one advantage, and you basically pick that. You know, so
Also,
you can choose sprint and be able to move through the map.
Yeah, but
Oh boy.
The thing is, here's the thing, Duquesne.
Oh.
I'm actually good at explaining this shit because I've studied it. The reason Reach works in a bubble is because, first thing, the maps are not designed around the abilities, and the abilities, instead of being base things,
are the maps
they're
not
essentially a
designed? What about
power-up
sword base?
that you take with you.
Yeah.
What about sword base? That's designed
Yeah, they're
specifically around the abilities.
They're essentially.
Oh.
Well, it's not really, because you
It's-
can't design it around abilities. You can't design it around jetpack because you don't always have jetpack. You can't design it around sprint because you don't always have
Yeah,
sprint.
but
You can't design it around evade.
whenever you have
don't
something
always
that has
evade.
4 levels or whatever, or 3 levels or something, that's specifically
wow,
designed around
man.
this, you know, the possibility of people having jetpack.
Okay, so construct.
So
Ooh.
what?
Boy, man.
Well, yeah, but that's a different game.
Yeah,
My whole
maybe
point, no, my whole
In
point
Halo
is,
1?
no, you're making the point of specifically in Reach, they didn't design levels around the armor abilities, and that's exactly what they did, was design the levels around the armor
Well,
abilities.
they couldn't. The problem is they couldn't do it properly because.
Which actually they
you
designed
didn't
levels
always have it,
around
so
the
for, like,
campaign, so.
If you.
Like
Well,
also,
actually, it's
so.
the opposite. They
Well, yeah,
designed
campaign around,
multiplayer
yeah,
levels and just inserted them
into the campaign.
but like the you can't really do it. It's like, okay, well, we designed a jetpack map. It's like, great, but what if people don't bring a jetpack? Shit.
Well, yeah,
You
of
know,
course
it's
they're
like,
not going to have
okay.
the entire upper level to where it'll strictly be jetpack only getting like to that point. Like there's still going to be pathways that normal people can run to. So
I'm in a camp that Halo Reach did not have good maps. Like, I will accept that Halo Reach is a fun game in a bubble.
Yeah.
I do not think it is a Halo game. I don't think it's designed correctly to be a Halo game. It's designed in its own little special way, and it's fun, but it's not a Halo.
see, what I see a lot of times though, like with stuff like that, and how Ackman, like what you say about Halo Reach and everything, it's because to me, I see it as you just love
3
Halo
bubble
Reach,
shields, oh my God.
so you're willing to put up with all of its issues on, but then you could critique the exact same things about other Halo games that you dislike that are made by 343, but you're willing to critique them because of the fact that they're made by 343 and you don't necessarily like the games. That's how I
think
see
when it comes,
like the Reach stuff with the armor
comes
abilities. The
down
armor
to-
abilities are a billion times worse than Spartan abilities, a billion times worse.
Absolutely.
So
eh,
no, yeah they are.
eh,
Yeah, they are. Everyone starts
I'm
off
not sure
uneven.
if
That is an uneven
everyone
start
would agree, but
and stuff.
Halo Reach has some pretty bland characters in its campaign.
Yeah, Halo Reach has uneven starts.
oh.
It has
Oh,
blue.
sugar.
Well, what?
You can't design your maps properly.
Chickaroni pizza.
I know. We've talked about this more about your uneven starts things,
Trigger
but that's
me timbers.
uneven. You can basically choose, you know, like kind of like a weapon type of thing, like weapons or whatever, and then armor abilities with it and everything, and that makes it uneven. That makes it to where it's not fair for everyone at the start, because some people may play, you know, with armor ability or something like
Oh my
some
God,
armor
that's
lock or something
bullshit.
like that, and you know another guy may choose jetpack, but he may be screwed in a section, you know, of the map that they go in, that they spawn in, and it's, you know, it's basically uneven. So
Well, yeah, but it's like, you know, it's even except for the fact that you have one advantage and you pick your advantage, and that's really all it is.
That's not even.
yeah,
And
that's
it's a
not.
big advantage. Like,
Then
even
why not
Bungie
Halo?
described it
Why not
as
Halo 4s with
literally-
the weapon?
Bungie literally described it as a fourth leg.
You can't complain then about
they,
Halo
they
4
literally
because
said there's the golden triangle,
Yeah.
and now it's a square because we added a big thing to that. Like, that's the level of importance that they gave. It's not just like a little tiny thing that you pick. It like literally completely changes your playstyle essentially.
yeah, and my whole thing is you can't complain about Halo 4 with its different weapon starts because it's using your words. You can
Well, it's a
pick
lot
your
different
you
than
can
that.
pick which one, you know, your advantage. You can pick your advantage.
Except that's like 7 different advantages, and then you have random advantages on top of that, and then you take out all the classic stuff, you know, like weapons being placed on the map. You know, Halo 4 is a totally different thing. But yeah, you're saying like you think I'm kind of like biased towards it, but the way I judge things, it's like, how's the overall package? It's like, okay, so Reach has Bloom, it's got no bleed through, and then it's got armor abilities, debatable maps, and a debatable campaign. But is there really anything else that's like bad? I mean, as a whole, the game is pretty dang good.
No,
At
but
least
its issues are
content-wise,
pretty
I mean,
bad. Like, those are some significant issues.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, but it's like the overall package is such that I can enjoy it and that I think it's pretty good, and it's like it doesn't have crippling flaws such as, you
except
know,
for the multiplayer.
oh, you can't play split screen. You can't, like, a crippling flaw, like you cannot access this game with other people on the same TV. You know, like where unlockables are restricted to a monetized system. You know, that's a
Yeah,
that's
but
a
that's
crippling flaw.
that's strictly the
crippling flaw
Warzone
is-
is what you're talking about with Halo 5 though.
Okay,
When
a
it comes to
separation
You can play the normal. Okay,
of the game.
I know that there's
complete
separation, but
division of the
I know.
game,
But
a
if you want to
complete lack of cohesion.
like talk about, yeah, I understand what you're saying there, but I'm just saying like he's strictly talking about Warzone on the monetization part of it, which is I completely understand, you know, why you're saying that. But
and the customization.
but you know,
the
Well,
armor customization and stuff.
Well, customization isn't
Reach's customization was the same, minus the fact that you couldn't buy it with real money.
Yeah, I like
Not
Reach's
really. You had
customization.
daily challenges and stuff.
No, it was completely different because you could buy the armor that you wanted
Immediately.
specifically. You
But
didn't have to get lucky.
My
to
whole
get
thing
it
is though,
randomly.
like, yes, Halo 5 has its normal multiplayer, and then it has Warzone where you have microtransactions, which I'm not saying I agree with Warzone and microtransactions, but I'm just saying at least it has still the normal multiplayer that you can still judge the multiplayer off of. You know, like just the multiplayer, not the Warzone, type stuff. So, I don't
Also,
know.
I want to
Funny.
clarify something I said about like the classic
It's
throwback
funny.
playlist.
We were having fun. We were shouting and yelling, and then it's like, now it's Halo
Serious.
debate
Halo
time.
debate time.
This is what happens
I'm
when you
I'm
say you
waiting
like
to
Reach.
get into Act-Man. I've been
Isn't that
I've been
the
waiting
same
all
with
day
Maka?
for this.
Oh, triple. He's gonna get the triple. No. Oh, that BR
was
spread.
gonna-
That's bullshit.
what I was
I would have
gonna
had that
say-
triple kill if it weren't for that shitty BR spread mechanic. That's bullshit.
Exactly.
Fucking ruins the game.
Exactly. I really do hate Halo
but
3 with all
honestly-
that stuff.
Well, it makes it like so that it's not just like automatic. Like your cursor's on the head. It's
So
not,
it's
like, automatic.
random.
I kind of like that. It's slightly
Random. But that's not.
Slightly
But Halo
random.
Halo shouldn't have random. I don't think Halo should have that much random
I
as
disagree
Halo
with
3.
that. Just needs to have controlled random.
Well, yeah, but Halo 3 is not controlled random. Halo 3 is too
Who's at
much.
the top
It's
of the
just straight up
leaderboards
random.
again?
Halo 3 is too much.
I think this is the second game in the row where your boy.
It's because
Oh baby.
the only reason that you're way up there is because we're just helping you out the entire time. Our goal that game was to just shoot a couple shots into guys and let you finish them off because we want to make you feel good about yourself after we disreach.
We're all actually pretty close though.
What's up,
See
Cat
the
Apples?
deaths.
Anyway,
We'll
what
see
I
the deaths.
was saying is like, someone said, "Oh, I played 200 games of the classic playlist and I really liked it." It's like, it doesn't mean you can't have fun, but that doesn't mean it's designed properly, and it doesn't mean it's optimized for those abilities, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, optimized for those
But it works,
abilities,
that's
no,
what I
just
meant.
because of the fact that it's
Oh shit.
it's
This guy
it's
only died
old
one time on our team.
stuff.
And like sometimes
Dude,
sometimes
He
things
would've
work
had a
fine, but
perfection.
like jumps completely change, routes completely change, the way you navigate the maps
Oh
completely
yeah,
change.
it's
It may
it's
be
completely.
fun and you may enjoy it.
But it's not
but
trying.
it's-
The thing is, though, it's not trying to be the original CE style of play. Like, they specifically made the maps larger and everything like that, just to, for Halo 5,
Yeah,
at
and
least
that's
sprint
fine.
and stuff. And so that's why I'm okay with it. That's why I'm fine with it, just because it's, it's not necessarily trying to be exactly like how CE's multiplayer was.